The first time I voted, it was, I think it was prior to going in the Army. I don't know. I went in the Army in 1963, so I voted before then. I was in the early 60s when I voted. My name is Ira Luck, and I voted in the early 60s, way back when you had to recite certain parts of the Constitution before you could vote. In other words, it wasn't the 13th, the 14th, 15th Amendment, but you had to cite certain parts of the Voter Rights Bill. The bill hadn't been passed when I voted. There was strict segregation, but you did have to read certain passages of the Constitution when I voted. It's something we have struggled so many years to accomplish, and for anyone to ignore this opportunity, because years ago you weren't allowed to vote unless you were able to read and write, and many individuals who were at the voting precinct couldn't read or write themselves, but yet they had exercised that restriction on you just to keep you from voting, enforcing the law at that time. But this election is very important because we've struggled so almost 400 years just to have the opportunity to vote. Is apprehensive or fearful of voting, I would just give them a brief synopsis of those people who have been brutalized and harassed to vote. In other words, give them a little bit of the history, the struggle, how far we've come, and maybe you could influence them. You can't make them do anything, but just let them know the people who have sacrificed, who have been brutalized and beaten just to exercise their right to vote.